It is almost 7:15. When I left here, it was around 2:15. I guess it makes sense that if you're going to take a trike ride and video, you should charge your phone. Now, I said before I left off that I was going to see you at the bottom of the hill. So for the second time today, I'll see you at the bottom of the hill. Over on the left-hand side here, golf course. That's hole number 8, and hole number 9 is just behind me. Over here we have some woods, and here we got a hill. But before I go up the hill, tighten this up a little bit. And we are now in tour mode in a low gear. And I think we're going to make it. Not going to have to go to the next one up, which is sport. There we go. Finally, after 5 hours, I'm where I want to be. Woohoo! That's for you, Martin. Yeah, these downhills are fun. Let's go this way. I've never taken you back this way before. It's a little bit of a rough road, so I'll see you when we get to the top of that little hill over there. We have some nice houses over here. Actually, on both sides. Golf cart straight ahead. Busy intersection. Very pleasant down here. I don't ride down here very often. Almost never on weekends. It's a lot more crowded on weekends, and all the summer people come to their summer homes here. And of course we have a lot of rentals in the area. So the population of town really grows. Bumpy. And it says, do not enter one way. So guess what? We're going to do. We're going to obey the sign and go this way. See you at our next stop. My blinky light is lighting up the stop sign here. Now if I turn right here, I'll just go around a big circle. So I think I'll go straight. I'm pretty certain I've said this before, but this house right here in front is a Frank Lloyd Wright design. Right over there. And right up here, and I've been here before. See those two pillars there? Yeah. And right over here, yeah, that is the original entrance to the old Gulfmore Hotel. I don't know, I can't remember the dates, but I think it burned down in the 1940s. So, you know, from the 1920s to the 1940s, it was a huge, and I mean huge, hotel. And in fact, there was a ski jump located there. And people would come from all over to jump in ski jump contests. That was back in the day when we actually got snow here. Careful, Richard, we got cars ahead. Everybody down here pretty cautious. Give them a nice little wave, say thank you for not driving like a raving maniac. My original plan was to set up the tripod and get some video of me riding on the trike, but I think if I do that, I'll do it when I'm closer to home. I'm glad they put the sidewalk in a few years ago, because it was miserable riding right over there. It's narrow. It's hilly and sometimes hard to get up when you're in the wrong gear. Like now. This is what happens when you lose your concentration. Ah, there you go. I am in Eco. I rode all the way here without the assistance, though. I could probably ride home without assistance. Whoa. And you can see golf course right over yonder. And it looks like they've just teed off. Back out on Grand Beach Road again. And I'll show you now that with the Marquette Greenway here, it's a whole lot easier for the bicyclist to turn left. Got a car behind me, so I'm going to signal here, slow down. Nothing's coming. Accelerate up. Get into the left turn lane. Nothing's coming. And so we make our turn. Before, we would have to cross the highway, and then by law, you're supposed to ride with traffic. And there's not much of a shoulder, as you can see right there. Not much of a shoulder. It's right there. All right, cruising back into the wind. And I just shut the e-assist off. So it's all Richard now. At 8.5 miles an hour. I guess I could pick up the pace a little bit. Here's a Greenway sign. I think that said 1.0, and I believe that's from the state line, which should be finished next year. I was just earlier this week on the Red Arrow Linear Trail, and I'll be darned. They almost have the bike path finished. The trail's almost done. It's paved. I know they're working on intersections, but they got curbs and all that stuff they put in. Hopefully they'll have it done in a month or so. And then I can ride from the state line all the way up to Sawyer, which I'm not sure exactly how far that is. I'll find out when I ride it. That was one of the places back there. I don't know if you noticed it. There were stones there. There's another place up here, and that's where we got a little bit of flooding. Here's another spot right here. You can see the stones here. Yeah, I was surprised. We had in our rain gauge 1.3, so 1 3/10 inches. So that's quite a bit of rain. And there was virtually no water on Greenway this morning when I took off. Or I should say this afternoon. Sniff, sniff. It has really cooled off since this afternoon. That's usually what happens in June. We get warmer days and cooler nights. Usually. So you're asking, well, you're not asking, I'm telling. Hey, so what did you do when you got home, Richard, and your phone was charging? And I mean, it was charging from 0. And it took forever. Well, let's see. Went home. I think I watched a YouTube video. Talked to Mrs. G. And then ended up, we had chicken quarters, thighs and legs together. Had 3 of them. And I mixed up some barbecue sauce. And I grilled out some chicken. I will admit too that I did have a beer while I was cooking. It was a Killian. Hit the spot. Chicken was good. Now the barbecue sauce, I use Sweet Baby Ray's Original and Open Pit. I mix them together, and then I put, depending on my mood, shakes of hot sauce in there. Yeah, I got some Tabasco sauce, and I just shake it in there and mix it all up. Turned out pretty darn good. Sweet, tangy, and spicy. Whew. Can't beat it. Birdies. All right, I'll see you when I get into town. I've been chatting too much.